welcome back. So you're gonna see me go ahead and just kind of clean the kitchen a little bit, take down some of the decor and clean out the fridge. I actually wanted to take down a lot of the decor because I wanted to put up my Valentine's Day stuff. Unfortunately, I did not get the trees down because I don't have the bins to put the stuff away. So I was able to take down like everything in the kitchen down and our dining area, but I wasn't able to put out anything. I honestly didn't want to put the Valentine's Day decor until I took everything from Christmas down, but we'll see. I might just show you guys this area. And then I did clean out the fridge, and then I haven't cleaned the pantry, so on the next video I will show you guys cleaning the pantry and decorating for Valentine's Day, like just hopefully with the trees down already. Okay, but first we're gonna hit some coffee before I start with the fridge. I have been drinking a lot more coffee lately because I just found the perfect beans that I really like. So yes, but this was the fridge. This was basically after Christmas time. I had all like the leftovers, and I had we did host, so I did cook everything. And so when I was like taking things out of the fridge and putting things back, like in a rush with everything, I was kind of just fitting things wherever they would go. So I have a bunch of different things everywhere, playing basically Tetris with the fridge. And so now I'm just trying to get rid of any leftovers or like move whatever I can to smaller containers since we've been eating from these containers. But I always like to pull everything out of the fridge because I do want to clean everything. And since I haven't cleaned it since like before Thanksgiving, and we also cooked for that, I figured I had to like actually wash the bins and everything with soap and water, not just wipe them down. I really wanted to make sure that they were really clean. And I wish I would have filmed going to the grocery store and restocking. It doesn't look super empty because I had like made, bone broth and things like that. And we have a lot of cans of like Celsius and Dr. Pepper. So I feel like it always feels full. But I didn't like do a full restock on all the things that we did purchase after the holidays, like just to restock our fridge with all the good stuff. So again, I just took everything out, and then I did wipe the areas that I couldn't take out to wash. But it just makes me feel so good already when I take everything out, because you can see all those little stains that are in there that if you just kind of wipe down, I just feel like it's just not that clean. So I also like to wash like the bottles of like ketchup and the bottles of just like all the different syrups, because sometimes they do leak and then they have some stuff on the outside. So it's just easier that way to just go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and take the trays out, and I'm going to rinse them with soap and water. So while the trays were drying a little bit, I did go in here and wipe down. I had like a soda, I think, that exploded. So there was like a bunch of brown crap everywhere. And of course, now that I've removed the trays, I was able to like clean all this area that doesn't really get cleaned because of the trays. So I just use kind of like those wipes, like the, I think we get them from Amazon. But they're not the bleach wipes. They're like it's like a different one because it has like a different scent. But they're basically like disinfectant wipes. And then I put all the trays back, and I started putting things back in that we were going to keep. And I didn't really have, I want to say, expired food because I had cleaned it like before the holidays. So I don't really keep things in the fridge. Like we go through everything pretty quickly. Things don't really expire. And then all our leftovers are always in containers, and we love leftovers over here. I know a lot of people don't like leftovers. Gilbert is very, very picky with like the food that he likes, but he's not picky with eating leftovers of the food that we like. So I can basically feed him leftovers and he's not going to complain. And again, I love leftovers. So we usually do go through everything without things really expiring. So that's never like a concern for us. It's more of a just because I make a lot of food sometimes, I just have a bunch of like containers in there, and then I do bake. So I have like frosting bags in there and just things like that. And then I have to remove trays when I have like bigger cakes so that they can fit. So that can be a little bit annoying. So it does look a little bit different now because I did add the tray back in that I had taken out to fit Gilbert's birthday cake because it was kind of big. And yeah, this is kind of what it looked like. That was the only, you guys can still see some of the leftovers. My little trays there with the veggies are empty because we hadn't gone to the store yet. I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like after I cleaned it and I just put things back, and then this way I could obviously see what I was missing. This is a tray that I normally keep leftover frosting, and I clean that out like once a month because I do like to use those colors of the frosting to make like cakes like as a kind of like a sample. So like for the holidays, like Valentine's Day, things like that, I use those colors to just make like a sample cake to post what it's gonna look like. So I do like to have that left over there. But after I cleaned the fridge, this was not the same day, but I wanted to put it in the same video because it's just, you know, decluttering and cleaning. So I'm removing all the Christmas stuff like I had mentioned at the beginning of the video. I wasn't able to take down the tree like I mentioned, but I'm showing you guys everything that I did take down from the kitchen. I was able to take all this decor down and just leave it empty for now until I put up my Valentine's Day stuff. But it just felt good to kind of clean. It's always sad to put things away, but I feel like if I leave them any longer, then it kind of loses its magic. I was telling Gilbert, I like seeing all this decor, you know, once you're decorating for Christmas, but then after Christmas, you kind of want to make sure that you remove it and you have your house clean, especially because we have decorations for every holiday. And so I don't really get to see things empty for very long before I already put the next, you know, holiday stuff. So it has been kind of nice these couple of days before I put up the Valentine's Day stuff to just kind of see everything empty. It just feels clean. It feels nice. And I'm pretty sure it's going to feel great once I take the trees down. I love the trees. I love looking at the trees. But after Christmas, it's just one of those things where it's like, no. Unless I'm going to decorate it for Valentine's Day, which I think I am going to do that if I have enough time. Because I feel like by the time I take the trees like down, all the decor down, it's going to be too close to Valentine's Day where I'm like, it's not even worth putting things up. So we will see. But I will for sure decorate the kitchen just because I love the wreaths, how they look on the mirror, how they look on the cabinets. And yeah, I don't want my Valentine's Day stuff to go to waste. But basically that's just basically what I'm doing. I'm taking down whatever I can and leaving the things that I just really can't move at the moment. I did put all the decor that I took from everywhere and I put it here, and then it's just easier to grab all the boxes and be able to put all those things away. With this, I try to change it up, like my table every year, just because, again, we do host, so I like to change it up so it doesn't look the same every year. So this tablecloth right here, I've had it for years and I've put it in different areas, but it's at the point right now where it's like stained because obviously we spill food throughout, and I just ended up throwing it away because I feel like it's just not gonna get clean. So I'm gonna maybe change it up next year, maybe get like a red one or a wine colored one. But yeah, I'm always sad to see these ruggables go because they just look so nice. I love the pattern and I love the way that the kitchen looks with them. I want to say Gilbert has looked for Valentine's Day ones or like Easter and Halloween ones just so we can have a different one. And we do have a white one that's kind of plain that I might just put out. I just haven't because I do a lot of like sauces and stuff like that. So when I cook, I feel like it gets stained and I don't know. But I really like the way it looks, so I think I'm just going to have to put it out because I've been loving the way that the runners look. So this one, especially in the front, is just like this super nice green. I just love how they looked. So I'm sad to see them go away, but we will see them again next year and it will feel great again. And then this was basically at the end of Gideon's like school sesh. So he was already here just watching me. He's super chill. As long as he knows where I'm at, he's perfectly fine. So after I did this, I showered and then I'm going to show you guys dinner time. Right now I'm about to just cook dinner for me and Gideon. We usually always eat as a family. But I am starving. It is so late and I'm pretty sure Gideon's going to want to eat. So I'm like, I'm just going to eat with him and then I'll feed Gilbert when he gets here. Just because when I don't eat when I'm super hungry, I usually, again, he doesn't get here this late, so I never have to really worry about eating before he gets here. But today I didn't eat lunch, so I'm starving, and if I don't eat, I'm just gonna start eating like snacks and like eating things I shouldn't be eating. So I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and make dinner for us and then I'll feed him later. So I think I'm just gonna make some tacos. I do like getting these shells. I haven't actually had these in so long, but I was just craving tacos, so I'm just gonna cook some beef, and then Gideon eats the beef by itself, and then I might make myself some tacos, and then I'll make Gilbert like a bowl because he doesn't really eat the crunchy tacos. So I'm probably gonna make some rice, beans, and some beef for him. All right, I just finished my tacos. I told Gilbert I was gonna eat dinner without him because I'm just super hungry and we still have to go to the store. So I'm just gonna eat with Gideon. We're just gonna have dinner together, and I will cook up some beef whenever Gilbert gets here, just because I like cooking things for him when he gets here so that it's like fresh. So we'll do that. But yeah, we're just gonna have some dinner.